Women are to have the same duties as men. Thus, they must have the same nurture and education. They will be taught music, gymnastics, and the art of war, which they must practice like the men. I expect that to some people our proposals may appear ridiculous. Most ridiculous of all will be the sight of naked women exercising in the palastra with men, especially when they are no longer young. Our opponents will say, Socrates, no adversary need convict you, for at the foundation of the state you admitted that everybody was to do the one work best suited to his own nature. We would have to reply that such an admission was made. Further, they will say, do not the natures of men and women differ very much indeed? And we would say, of course they do. Then we shall be asked, in that case should not the tasks assigned to men and to women be different? Certainly they should, we shall answer. They will conclude, but if so, have you not fallen into a serious inconsistency in saying that men and women whose natures are different ought to perform the same actions? What defense should we make against these objections? When a man is out of his depth, whether he has fallen into a little swimming bath or into mid-ocean, he has to swim all the same. Can any way of escape be found? We have acknowledged that different natures ought to have different pursuits, and that the natures of men and women are different. And now we are accused of saying that different natures ought to have the same pursuits. This is the inconsistency charged to us. However, we never considered what was meant by sameness or difference of nature. If the difference consists only in the fact that women bear and men beget children, then we must maintain that this does not amount to a proof that woman differs essentially from man in respect to the sort of education she should receive. Therefore, we shall continue to hold that men and women ought to have the same pursuits. Next, we shall ask our opponent how, in reference to any of the pursuits or arts of civic life, the nature of a woman differs from that of a man. Let us say to him, there is no special faculty of administration in a state which a woman has because she is a woman, or which a man has by virtue of his sex. The gifts of nature are diffused alike in them. So the pursuits of men might be the pursuits of women, except that woman is weaker than man. Are we therefore to impose all our enactments on men and none of them on women? No, for men and women alike possess the qualities which make good guardians of the state. This must be the law, for it is agreeable to nature and therefore not an impossibility, while the contrary practice prevailing at present is in reality a violation of nature.